guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So, obviously we've got 6 new players that have been put into the Rugby Hall of Fame. The reason why I'm doing this video is that my favourite player of all time has been added into the Hall of Fame. So I'm just going to go quickly through the list and then I just discuss my favourite player. So this year the inductees are Richie McCaw, Shiggy Kono, Os Durant, Peter Fatialofa, Graham Henry and Diego Ortia. So obviously they're the real big names in there, Richie McCaw and Graham Henry. Graham Henry obviously being the 2011 winning coach for the All Blacks. But yeah, I think he laid the platform for the success of the All Blacks have had over the last couple of years. And he had to have been included in the Rugby Hall of Fame. The other one is the GOAT. I think the greatest rugby player of all time is Richie McCaw. I just think he was a great captain, he was a great leader. He played the rules right up to the edge. But you know, at the end of the day, what the ref doesn't see is still law. So there were hands and things like that went into the ruck. But it's still what made him a great player and a great leader. So yeah, I'm super happy that he's made it into the Hall of Fame. But then I'm going to talk about my favourite player of all time, Os Durant. You actually won't believe this. He's my age. We were born a couple of months apart, and he's just been added to the Hall of Fame. The reason why I have one of my favourite players, if you did a World 15 from the professional era or before that, there's very few South Africans that would be most people's first choice, or at least a very, very close second, so if you were from England, you may have chosen a different loosehead prop as Os Durant, but he would have been on your list or on your radar of players. But for me, he is the greatest loosehead that's ever lived, and head or heart, that's what I honestly believe. I think I was watching the '95 final. They've been playing a lot of the games over and over here on local telly, and I was looking at the '95 final, and we've actually forgotten how far we've come in scrumming, because there it was just a hit, like literally straight in, and we forget that that's how scrums used to be. It used to be a hit. Whoever got the hit on, and then you had to compete for that ball that was being thrown in. We know it completely changed now. Even though the hook you can throw it right beneath the loose heads, or right at the legs. So there's very, very little competing. Then when it's crouch, touch, pause, engage, there's been quite a lot of things, and you forget how difficult it was to scrum in days past. And I can understand why they've done that, to protect the players' health and well-being. But yeah, I'm just super happy that Os Durant has been put into the Hall of Fame. For me, arguably the best loosehead that's ever played the game in the professional era, maybe even in because he's actually started in the amateur era and he ended his career in the professional era. So he's one of those players that actually did the transition from the '95 World Cup to the 2007 World Cup. Very few forwards have 2 World Cups under their belt, and very few forwards have 2 World Cups that they've won 12 years apart. So yeah, for me, I'm super happy that he is. But listen guys, if it wasn't Os Durant, who would you say was the best loosehead that's ever lived? South Africa, we've been super blessed with looseheads. We've had Os Durant, and then straight after Os Durant, Tenda Tairira came into the picture. Now we've got Stephen Kitshoff coming. Lisa Gqoboka is our next generation of, he's actually quite old already, but Lisa Gqoboka is our next player in line. So yeah, who would you say was the best loosehead in the world? Literally, who would you say was like the best front row? For me, I still haven't decided on tight head because there's still quite a few that I have to go for. For me, probably the best hooker of all time, be a toss-up, but I'd probably go with Stuart Fitzpatrick. But yeah, for me, best loosehead is Os Durant. But yeah, guys, put your comments down below of who you think is the best. Listen, guys, I think we've got Sunday today, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 more days. 5 more days and we're at the World Cup. Listen, guys, have a great week. Chat soon. Bye.